Hey, good morning, everybody. I am at the DMV waiting for my husband to come out. DMV, why did I say that? Secretary of State, yeah. And I'm not connected to Wi Fi, so this might actually not be coming through to you. Hopefully, if any of you watching can, let me know if you can see me clearly. Okay, so while I'm waiting here, I was thinking about what we focus on is literally what you will probably bring about in your life. And I'll say probably because this doesn't happen to everybody, but I know for myself it has happened. Um so for instance, I'm just going to give you myself as an example because I can't speak on anything else really. All right. Hey, Haley. Hey, Dave. So anyways, I have been depressed for like 3.5 years. And during that depression, guess what I was focused on? Everything going wrong in my life. All the negative shit. And everything from the past. And when you read those memes where they say, hey, if you're focused on the past or whatever, I can't remember what they say, but I forgot. Brain went blank. Okay. So anyway, that's not giving you much of. Okay. So let me get back on track, right? Because I'm horrible at that. Anyway, so being depressed for that amount of time, I was focused on every negative freaking thing that was going on in my life. And since I have stopped focusing on all of the negative, like, yes, there are negative moments that happen, but I'm not focused on it 24/7. Because if I did, I would go right back to that depression. So, my mind, even though I am sad, like it's not as bad, and I don't feel depressed anymore. If that makes sense. I know, like working out is part of that, but I'm more focused on positive stuff. I'm focused on, how can I better myself? How can I change the situation to make it better? Because when I'm not doing that, I'm just depressed. And I recently watched Tony Robbins' I'm Not Your Guru on Netflix. Highly recommend it. And that really put in place exactly what I'm saying. And I don't know, like, really, honestly, we all need to just focus on what we can do to, yeah, don't worry. Right, Haley? Yeah, Haley? I know worrying is hard not to do. That's a big thing about me too. But so because every little thing ain't gonna be all right. So you're just singing, nice. um. So yeah. So what my point of this is, if you are focusing on the negative in your life and you're not focusing on any of the positive, then you're only going to see the negative. You're not going to see anything going well in your life. I mean, you might see it, but you're not going to focus on it because you're focused on all the negative. So what that's going to do is bring the chemicals in your brain down. You're in the serotonin and all that. Like, that's why they say, like, working out really helps. If you're down, I highly recommend working out. Working out ups all those feel good chemicals, and if you do it consistently, it really does help. So I just basically want to say, if you're down, and trust me, I'm still like, I'm not like the. You're welcome, David. I am down. I've had horrible moments, and it's just when I focus on the positive, when I force myself to do it, because it's not something that's going to come easy, especially if you're depressed, especially if things are like really going shitty in your life. You are not going to want to focus on the positive. I know. I've been there. I understand. So just take it from me, someone who's gone through depression, who's been depressed pretty deeply for the last 3 years up until recently. And I even was on depression meds, you guys. That didn't do anything except make me numb. I went numb. I didn't feel anything. I just felt like I was floating through life, doing nada, jack shit. So, I just want you to know, if any of you guys are feeling depressed, you're feeling down, and you're feeling like a piece of shit, or someone has, here's the thing, we're all responsible for our reactions, even our emotions, because the other person is a separate entity, I guess, if you want to look at it like that, and how they respond and how they react, it's because of what's in their head, what they think. It isn't about you. And that's really hard even for me to like look at it, because I tend to have like, I think I really am sort of like a person who likes to be like, I'm a victim. At least I was as a teenager, and I've noticed I still kind of react that way sometimes. I know that sometimes when I'm called that, it's not the case, but it does seem to be something that happens. So just keep in mind that okay, so if you're depressed right now, I love you. Know that someone that you know loves you, and you are worthy. You are worth whatever you think you are not worth. And that was something that I have a hard time believing myself. So I want you to work on that. And the best way to do that is personal development. Even if that's just like listening to an audio on the way to work, on the way home. I used to do that all the time. I don't work anymore. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I don't go anywhere. So I listen at home and I read. And just find books and audios that focus on things that you are having problems with, and find somebody who gives you actions to do, and then do those actions. Because if you read and listen to that stuff, you won't get anything out of it, because it'll go in your brain and then go out your ears. Oh crap, I'm missing some comments on here. Is working out a key factor into being and staying positive? Sometimes I think if I went and work out a lot of my anger and yes, actually, yes. And if you are angry, I used to do this program called Les Mills Combat, and actually I still own it. And so if you have something that's like, because that's like kicking, MMA type of stuff, kicking and punching, it's the air. So if like you're really wanting to hit something, I would encourage you to go to a kickboxing gym and go like fucking punch the shit out of those things. Like, just do it, because it will help you, I promise. And you can imagine that whoever, now, I mean, obviously don't go and do it later to somebody, but you can imagine that whatever you're kicking and hitting is that person you're pissed at. I guarantee you're going to feel better, especially if you do it for like an hour. I used to do it for an hour. It helped so much. Okay, and then thank you, Haley. All right, so I hope that some of this was some sort of takeaway for you guys. I just know that my mind has improved a great deal focusing on stuff that's not negative. I mean, at times it's going to be hard, but focus on the positive. Try to find tools that help you focus on that. And your mind will improve. I'm not saying that your life will necessarily improve, because you might still be in that situation. But if your mind improves, you're going to be more willing to go and make a better life. All right, guys. I'm just going to be rambling now, so I'm going to let y'all go. I hope you have a wonderful day, and # team love yourself. Bye!